What's good, fam? It's Mr. Kelly with Good to the Hood, talking about anything and everything that impacts the culture. Today, I kind of want to talk about the Kobe Bryant memorial that was going on at the Staples Center today. More specifically, I want to talk about Michael Jordan's eulogy or words that he had to say about Kobe Bryant and that whole situation. And the reason why I wanted to kind of talk about that, I mean, obviously, I know there's a number of other individuals that spoke. Most importantly, probably is Vanessa Bryant, Kobe's wife, of course. But the reason why I wanted to kind of talk about Michael Jordan and his role in it is because, to be honest, I'm not really a big fan of Michael Jordan outside of basketball. Obviously, Michael Jordan's one of the greats. And so, and of course, he was the big deal when I was growing up. So, but the fact that I don't like Mike for some other things, as far as his involvement with, and some of the other things that he did that I won't get into. But I was very impressed and touched by what he said about Kobe, and so that's kind of why I wanted to kind of talk about it. He was when he was crying, he was talking about like how he assumed the role of being a big brother to Kobe, and how Kobe was like his little brother, and always looked at him for advice and guidance. And was just real open with him, which I think honestly, I think that speaks volumes to Kobe's character. Because you got to realize this guy was extremely young when he came into the league and has already accomplished so much when he came in, and was arguably, at that time, it was said that he was going to be one of the greats. And so for him to already know that and still humble himself enough to ask questions, to be persistent and open to learning, speaks volumes on his character and how much he took his craft serious. I feel it's important to highlight that because a lot of people don't do that, period. And not just in the realm of basketball, but I mean just in the realm, just period, through everyday life. Like, how many of us can say and acknowledge consistently that somebody else is just better than we are at whatever it is we're doing, and then humble themselves enough to go to that person and ask for help, ask for guidance, ask to be critiqued, and not take offense to it. I think that's a big deal. So I was pretty impressed with some of those stories that he told about Kobe. Not impressed that Kobe was like that, but impressed that Michael Jordan acknowledged that and then and brought it up. I think that was very big of him. Mike was really, you could tell, was really, really moved. Obviously, he was crying. He made a joke there about, oh God, there's going to be another meme of Michael Jordan crying and all of that. So there's a little bit of lighthearted levity that was in there. But it was a very touching speech that he gave, and there was a lot of celebrities there. I mean, probably too many to name. If you had watched it, or if you haven't, definitely after this go and check it out. But J-Lo was there, A-Rod was there, Spike Lee was there, Steph Curry, Phil Jackson, Shaq, Rick Fox, who else was there? D Wade, Magic Johnson, and of course his wife Cookie. It's a lot of individuals that were there. It was a touching service. I do like the fact that Jordan also acknowledged the other families that were impacted by this tragedy. I think it's important that we remember and acknowledge them as well. Obviously, Kobe had a huge impact on the culture, huge impact on the sport. Just on the planet, period. But we want to acknowledge them and send thoughts and prayers with them and that kind of thing. And from what I understand, for those of us that don't live in LA, I think LA's been doing a pretty good job on acknowledging the other families. But if you live outside of California, outside of the Los Angeles area, you don't see it as much or at all. I mean, to be honest, I don't think I've really seen a whole lot. Just maybe some updates, maybe on the news that something had transpired, and even then it wasn't on local news. But again, the whole thing where then Jordan explained how Kobe even made him a better father, and acknowledged the hashtag girl dad, and all of that. So it was real touching. I was very impressed with Michael Jordan. Impressed with the whole service as a whole. And so, rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, Gigi Bryant. Rest in peace to all the other individuals that died during this tragedy. It's really sad. It just happened today as far as the memorial service. So definitely search YouTube or what have you and check that out. But I just wanted to say my little 2 cents on that. moving a little bit away from that topic, I'm going to do my best to try to get some videos up, about 2 or 3 a week. I have at this time, I believe I have maybe 9 or 10 up. We've only been up for a little bit over a week, but I definitely want to make it to where you guys can be a little bit predictable in knowing when I'm going to put content up. Absolutely leave a comment. Let me know what I can do better. Let me know some things that you want to talk about. Do me a favor if you would. Hit the bell so you know when I'm going to put something up. Hit a like. Hit a subscribe button for sure. And again, this is Mr. Kelly with Good to the Hood. Peace.